Hello, welcome to the flow class. Today we're going to be focusing on hamstrings and legs today. Hamstrings and legs. Please remember there's only two rules in the flow class: move and breathe. Do not increase your pain. There's no expectations by how much or how little you can move. Just don't increase your pain. When you're ready, go ahead and come on up to the top of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift your arms up. Exhale, reach for your toes. Inhale, flat back. Come as far up your shins as you need to in order to get your spine as flat as possible. Get your head away from your shoulders and lift your sit bones. Exhale all the way down. Walk your feet back. You're going to come down as low as you can without touching. And then once you're at the bottom position, drop your hips. You've got three options. You can lift a little bit just using your back muscles. You can lift a lot by pushing through your hands. Or you can come up on the tops of your feet for an upward dog position. Dealer's choice. Next, tuck your toes, tighten your abs, kicking on back into downward dog. In this position, fingers are spread, elbows straight, head and neck relaxed. Push your chest to your thighs, abs tight, thighs tight. Drop your heels. On your next exhale, walk or hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, relax. Nice job. Next two cycles are exactly the same. If you need an extra breath anywhere, go ahead and just take one. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Up dog or cobra. And then tuck those toes, downward dog. Fingers spread, elbows straight, head and neck relaxed. Push your chest to your thighs, abs tight, thighs tight. Drop those heels. On your next exhale, walk or hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, relax. One more cycle. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale all the way down. Up dog or cobra. Tuck those toes, downward dog. Fingers spread, elbows straight, head and neck relaxed. Push your chest to your thighs. Abs tight, thighs tight. Drop those heels. Good. On your next exhale, walk or hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, relax. Nice job. Easy, right? All right. You're going to take about a half a step back with your left leg. Make sure your heels are in line with one another. You're going to turn and lock into the front hip. Okay? So you're not rotating through your back, you're locking into the pelvis. From there, you're going to fold over your front leg, reach for your toes, and then come right back up. We're not holding this one yet. Okay? So reaching down. Front leg should be straight, but not locked. Good. Swap sides. Everything else is the same. So again, turn, lock into the pelvis. Reach for your toes. Back and forth. Great job. Back up to the front of your mat. Okay. Feet are spread just a little wider than shoulder width. Fold at your hips and grab your toes. If you need to bend your knees to do so, it's perfectly fine. Straighten one leg, bend the other, back and forth. Good. Hands down, walk your feet back, all fours. Once you're in all fours, we're going to transition straight to a half kneel position. So bring that right leg up. Okay. Just going to open the hip up a little bit. So just rock forward and backward. Good. Grab your toes, rock it all the way back towards your heel, back and forth, your pace. Remember, if you get clicking and popping in your knees, it's perfectly normal. They're just singing the song of their people. Good. Let's switch sides. Oh, sorry. Hip opener first. Back and forth. I have a friend who has a pet chameleon, but it doesn't change color. It has reptile dysfunction. Good. Grab those toes. Rock it on back. Oh, gosh. Crunchy, crunchy. Great job. All fours. From here, tuck your toes, tighten your abs. You're going to kick it back into downward dog. So since we're focusing on the hamstrings here, what I want you to do, keep your abs nice and tight. Make sure your head and shoulders are relaxed, but bend your knees slightly and then kind of sort of arch your back. Try to lift your sit bones up towards the ceiling. Once you get that little bit of an arch, then start to straighten your legs. Should notice you get a little bit more of a stretch in the hamstrings and calves. Good. On your next exhale, walk or hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, relax. All right, about a half a step back with that left leg again. Turn, lock into the front of the pelvis. Remember, you're rotating through your hip, not your back. And now you're going to fold over that front leg and just hold it. Okay. You can use your knee, your shin, your ankle, or the floor for support. Just be where you are. Remember, the front leg is straight, not bent, but it's not locked out either. So keep that hamstring and quad active. Good. Walk your way up your leg. Switch sides. Everything else is the same. Turn and lock into that front hip. And fold over your leg. Remember, if one side is different than the other, it's just that. It's just different. It's not better or worse. Good. Walk your way up your legs. This time, feet are maybe just shy of shoulder width apart. Go ahead, fold the legs. Remember, if you need to bend your knees to grab a hold of your toes. If you're feeling really good, you can start to get more of your hand under your feet. Okay. Once you're locked out, straighten one leg, bend the other. Good. Hands down. Walk your feet back. All fours position. All right. So you're going to bring your right leg up again. This time, your foot is going to be actually just behind your hands a little bit. Okay. So we're still going to rock forward and backward, and you're going to purposely let your knee go past your toes. Okay. Now you've got a couple different options here on this round. Okay. You can let yourself come up on the ball of your foot. Okay. And let those toes stretch just a little bit. You can even take this so far as to let the knee come down to the floor in front of you. Okay. Or if you want a little bit more focus on the ankle itself, keep your heel down. Okay. So again, whatever feels better. Sometimes it also helps if you switch to having that foot a little closer to the middle. You get a little bit more balance, a little bit more pressure through the ankle. Great job. Let's swap sides. And again, that foot can be outside of the hand, or again, if it feels better, bring it to the middle, get a little more pressure through that ankle. Good. Back to all fours. Tuck your toes, tighten your abs, kicking on back into downward dog. Remember, you can focus on whatever you feel like you need as long as you keep your head and neck relaxed. You can use the trick, bend the knees, lift the sit bones in order to get a little bit more focus on those hamstrings. On your next exhale, walk or hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, relax. All right, take a half a step back with your left leg. Last time on this one, so turn, lock into the front of the pelvis. Fold forward. Okay, everything can be the same. If you're feeling really flexible, take your hands and clasp them together however is comfortable behind your leg and use that to pull yourself forward just a little bit more. Remember, you are trying to fold over your thigh, but reach for your toes with your sternum. I'll keep the focus on the hamstring and not add more tension to your back. Had an amphibian for a pet one time, and we called him Tiny because he's minute. Good. Let's switch sides. Walk your way up your leg. Turn, lock into the front of the hip. Fold over. And again, if everything is feeling good, clasp those hands behind. Make sure you're reaching for your toes with your sternum. You know, I never realized how wonky my little toes are until I had to stare at them for like 5 breaths. It's like I've definitely broken that one before. It's just so messed up.
I don't think I have all those bones in mine. It's just like this thing.
Go ahead and walk your way up your legs. All right. So we're going to go with our feet together now. Okay, same thing. You're folding. And then if you want, again, trying to get more of your hand under your foot. And then if everything is feeling okay, straighten one leg, bend the other. Great job. Hands down, walk your feet back, all fours position. All right, so whatever you focused on with the ankle last time, focus on the opposite. So if you're letting yourself come forward to put that stretch through the toes, this time you're going to keep your heel down and let yourself come as far forward as possible. Remember, sometimes it feels better to keep your foot outside of your hands. Sometimes it feels better to keep it inside the hands. Just be where you are. And just always adjust. This one's not a fixed position because you really have to go with how your ankle moves. So just keep moving that foot around to find the best position for you to stretch, move, mobilize. Good, nice work. Swap sides. Doesn't want to move. It's just stuck. Yeah, no expectations. Great job. All right, from here, you're going to go ahead and move into sitting. Whew. All right. So let's start. Bring the left leg up into the groin. Okay. So from here, in order to really make sure that we're locking into the hamstrings, sit up really, really nice and tall. Okay. Tilt your pelvis forward. Okay. Tilting your pelvis forward is going to move your sit bone a little bit further away from your heel. It's going to allow us to focus on the hamstrings even more. From there, when you inhale, you're trying to sit up nice and tall. When you exhale, reach for your toes with your hamstring. As you relax into this position, just try again. Inhale, sit up a little taller. Exhale, reach a little bit further forward. Great job. Sit it on up. You're going to take your left leg, bend it straight up. Get your heel as close to your buns as you can. Okay. And then from here, bring your arms inside your leg. Okay. And then you're going to reach forward with the opposite arm. Let yourself settle in this position. Make sure everything is feeling okay. And then if you're feeling good, if you want, you can come up into the bottom of the pistol position. If you want. Right? I was just having the same problem. It's like my hand is slipping. Maybe if it wasn't 130 degrees in here. Yeah. Great job. Take your time coming out of that. And then we're going to take this leg and bring it across. Hug that knee to your chest. Good. All right, back to the runner's stretch position, or hurdler stretch, or whatever this stretch is called. All right, you're going to lean forward, grab a hold of your toes, okay? And then from here, tighten up your abs, tighten up your thigh, lean back, lift your leg. Okay, abs tight, thigh tight, let go. And then let it down as slow as you can. Got 2 more of those. Lean it on forward, grab a hold, abs tight, thigh tight, lift it on up. And then let it go. Down nice and slow. One more time. Yeah, good. Here we go. Abs tight, thigh tight. Lean it on back. Let it go. And then down nice and slow. Nice job. Okay, other side. Always good to work at length, right? So once you're in your stretch position here, remember, sit up tall out of your sit bones, tilt the pelvis forward. You're going to go ahead, reach for your toes, but remember, reaching for your toes with your sternum. These always make me think of Home Depot commercials. Yeah. Oh, Twilight, the baseball scene.
Imagine myself like building some shelves or something.
Yeah. Great work. All right, from there, take this leg, bend it as far back as you can, and then get your arms inside. Opposite arm, you're going to reach for toes, foot, whatever feels good. And then you can just hang here if it feels good, or you can come up into the bottom of the pistol position, whatever feels best for you. Yep. So we had to get that ankle mobility in there today. Great job. Let yourself down. And then go ahead, cross that leg over. Pull that knee in towards your chest. Did you know that if you accidentally step on your dog's tail, they'll give a negative Yelp review?
With the right education.
Great job. Back to the hurdler's position one last time. And then you guys know the drill from here. Okay. So lean forward, grab a hold of your toe. Tighten up your abs, tighten up your thigh, lean it on back and lift. And then from there, let it go and let it down nice and slow. Good. Two more. Let it go. Down nice and slow. And one more. Here we go. Let it go. Down nice and slow. Great job. All right, feet out in front of you. Grab your toes and then get your legs as straight as you can. And from this position, tuck your chin down, lift your head up, just getting that nerve a-moving. Where are we at for time? Oh, we're crushing it. And then keep your head in a neutral position. You're going to pump your ankles. Great job. Bend your legs. Grab the backs of your thighs. Roll onto your back. I'll meet you there. I got to rotate my mat. Once you're on your back, pull your knees in towards your chest. Remember to actively pull your knees in towards your chest. So feel like you're pulling from your shoulders and your elbows. All right, you're going to straighten your right leg out as much as you can down the center of your mat. Okay. Goal is to try to get your calf and your hamstring to touch the mat. And from there, you're going to grab the back side of your left leg, pull it in as tight as you can towards your chest. Let yourself settle into this position for a moment. So again, trying to get your thigh to touch your chest, trying to get your calf and your hamstring to touch the floor. While you're maintaining that, if you can, bend and straighten your leg. You may or may not get much movement on your leg. That's a-okay. Keep your focus on your thigh and your right leg. Good. Reach through, same side arm, grab your toe, and then lift your leg up and just let yourself settle into this position. Keep trying to straighten that right leg out. One, sir. Good. Bring that leg down, and then we'll switch sides. So you're going to hold that right leg in towards your chest. Straighten the left leg out as much as you can. Trying to get the back of the left leg to touch the floor. Trying to get your right thigh to touch your chest. And then from there, if everything's feeling good, start to bend in, straighten the right leg. And then same thing, reach through, same side arm, grab your toes, and straighten the leg up towards the ceiling. Still trying to straighten the left leg out as well. Great job. Pull both knees in towards your chest again. Good. Cross one leg over the other. Reach through. Bend and straighten that leg. Just getting that sciatic nerve move one more time. And then switch. Good. Pull your knees in towards your chest for the last time. Good. Reach between your legs, grab the outsides of your feet, pull it into happy baby. Good. Reach over your toes, lift your heels. Hopefully this is feeling pretty good with all the focus on the hammies. And then let your heels down, straighten your legs out, let your feet fall out to the side. Arms should be relaxed at your sides. Your only job is to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Please remember, if this is meditation for you, meditation is not having a clear or empty mind. It's just acknowledging whatever distractions come up and then go back to focusing on your breathing. Wherever you are, don't stare up at the light. Also, please don't go to the light. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll over onto one side, and then help yourself on up into sitting. Thanks so much for joining us.